Good evening, everybody. Welcome into Jammin' Sports on this Tuesday night. We just have one game for you tonight because that's all we have left in the championship series. Last night, the Boston Red Sox defeated the Cleveland Indians 9-2 to wrap up the American League Championship. You see the bracket on the left there. The Red Sox swept the Indians 4-0. The Red Sox are in the World Series. So instead of 2 games tonight, we just have one because there's only one league still left going here in the NLCS. It'll be the Dodgers and the Braves, game number 5 from Atlanta. If the Dodgers win this game, they will advance to the World Series to take on the Red Sox. If Atlanta were to win, it would force a Game 6. Game 6 of this series would be tomorrow night if the Braves win. If the Dodgers win, Game 1 of the World Series will be tomorrow night. So it all depends on what happens in this game right here. All right, if you're watching this on YouTube, please follow, like, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. And let's head out to Atlanta for this one. Game number 5, the NLCS, between the Dodgers and the Braves here at Jammin' Sports. And your lineups for tonight. Jammin' Sports presents game number 5 of the National League Championship Series. Live from Turner Field, Atlanta, Georgia, is the Los Angeles Dodgers and the Atlanta Braves. Dodgers lead the series 2-1. They can wrap it up tonight with a win. Game 5 of the NLCS up next here at Jammin' Sports. And we go right to the top of the first inning. Greg Maddux, the starting pitcher for the Braves here tonight. The Braves can force a Game 6, or the Dodgers can wrap it up. Second baseman Jackie Robinson will lead things off for Los Angeles. The Red Sox are in. The Dodgers could join them tonight if they win. And now the first pitch of the game by Greg Maddux. Pops it up down the right field line, out of play. Strike 1. Count goes to 0-1. Just underway, live from Atlanta. And now the 0-1 pitch. A bunt attempt. That goes foul. Strike 2 to Robinson. And now the 0-2 pitch. Base hit. Nope. Goes to the shortstop for the out. Making the play, Johnny Logan for the Braves. 1 down for the Dodgers. There's the starting lineup for the Dodgers tonight. Next up, the shortstop, Pee Wee Reese. One down for the Dodgers here in the top of the first. No score. And now Reese will come to the plate. The pitch by Maddux. In there for a strike, 0-1. And now the 0-1 pitch. Pops that up down the right field line, drifting foul, out of play. Strike 2. They count quickly, 0-2 to Pee Wee Reese. And now the 0-2 pitch. Reese fouls it off. Count remains at 0-2. And now the 0-2 pitch from Maddox. Big swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 down for the Dodgers now here in the top of the first. Next up, the catcher, Mike Piazza. 2 outs, bases empty. In their first strike, 0-1. Maddox off to a hot start here in Game 5. And now the 0-1 pitch. In their first strike, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bases empty. And now the 0-2 pitch. Piazza. That's knocked down by Matthews, who throws him out. Piazza grounds out to third. At the end of a half inning, no score here in NLCS Game 5 here at Jammin' Sports. Dave Stieb on the mound for the Dodgers here in Game 5. It's pronounced Stieb. Leading off, the center fielder for the Braves, Michael Harris II. Bottom of the first, no score. Pitch by Stieb. In their first strike, took a big swing. Count goes to 0-1. And now the 0-1. Down low. Now even the count at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Michael Harris, the pitch. He swung at an inside pitch for a strike, and the count goes to 1-2. And now the 1-2 pitch. Just outside. They'll even the count at 2-2. Game 5 of the NLCS here at Jammin' Sports. Pitch is in there for a strike, and Harris strikes out looking for out number 1. We're in the bottom of the first, no score. The Dodgers lead the series 3-1. The Dodgers can advance to the World Series with a win tonight. Chipper Jones, the DH, comes up. The first pitch is a ball, and the count's at 1-0. The Red Sox won last night. They advanced to the World Series, sweeping the Indians in 4 games. In their first strike, 1-1. So tomorrow night we'll have either Game 6 of this one or Game 1 of the World Series if the Dodgers were to win. The 1-1 in their first strike. Counts at 1-2 to Jones. And now the 1-2 pitch. Struck him out looking for out number 2. Jones not happy about that. Let's see if he has any reason to be. No, that's in there. That's a strike. Good call by the ump. Hank Aaron now, the right fielder, comes up next. 2 outs, bases empty. Inside, 1-0. Hammer and Hank. And now the 1-0 pitch by Stieb. Up high, 2-0. And now the 2-0 pitch. Did he go around? Yes, he did. Strike 1. Count goes to 2-1 to Hank Aaron. 2 outs, bases empty here in the bottom of the first. Pitch by Stieb. Just missed the zone. Count goes to 3-1. And now the 3-1 pitch. Fouls it off. We got a full count now. 3-2 to Hank Aaron. And now the 3-2 pitch. Fouls it off again. Stays alive with a 3-2 count. And now the 3-2 by Stibe. Fouls that off towards the Braves dugout down the first baseline. Count remains at 3-2. And now the 3-2 pitch. Popped up. Piazza has a play. And he'll make it for the final out. At the end of one complete, we have no score here in NLCS Game 5 here at Jammin' Sports. We go to the top of the second inning. Duke Snyder, the center fielder, will lead things off for the Dodgers here in Game 5. Once again, the Dodgers advance to the World Series if they win tonight, or the Braves can force a Game 6. Maddox on the hill. Here's the pitch. Snyder right to the shortstop. Johnny Logan makes the play for out number 1. Snyder lines out to short, 1 down. And now the third baseman, Pedro Guerrero, comes up. 1 out, bases empty. The pitch, down low, 1-0. The 1-0 pitch, fouled off, out of play, and the count goes to 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, bases empty. And now the 1-1 pitch. Inside, ball 2, count goes to 2-1. And now the 2-1 pitch by Maddox. Low and outside. 3-1 to Murray, or 3-1, excuse me, to Guerrero. Murray's on deck. Here's the 3-1. Guerrero fouls it off down the first baseline. Count goes full at 3-2. And now the 3-2 pitch. Up high, ball 4. The first base runner of the evening for either team. So now the Dodgers with 1 out and a runner on first. Eddie Murray comes up, the DH. Inside, ball 1. Count goes to 1-0. And now the 1-0 pitch by Maddox. Down low, 2-0. Two balls, no strikes, 1 out, runner on first base. Pitch by Maddox. High in the air, out to center field. Harris gets under it and makes the play for out number 2. Michael Harris making the play in center field. 2 down for the Dodgers. And now the Dodger left fielder, Matt Kemp, will come up with 2 outs and a runner on first base. Nobody has a hit yet. They throw to first, and Murray's back in time. The pitch. Fouls it off. Count goes to 0-1 to Matt Kemp. I stand corrected as Guerrero down at first base. And Guerrero's back in time. They try to pick him off again. Here's the 0-1. And that's going to be a base hit. Acuna Jr. will throw it in. A base hit by Matt Kemp. And now the Dodgers with runners at first and second with 2 outs here in the top of the second inning. Gil Hodges, the first baseman, comes up. Pitch by Maddox. Did he go around? Yes, he did. Strike 1. And the count goes to 0-1 on Gil Hodges. Hodges not happy about the call, making it known. And now the 0-1. Inside, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runners at first and second for the Dodgers here in the top of the second inning. The 1-1. Down low, 2-1. Maddox started the game on fire back in the first inning, but he's given up 2 base runners now. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Big swing by Hodges. He misses. Strike 2. The count goes to 2-2. 2-2 pitch. And that's fouled off down the first base line. Count remains at 2-2. And now the 2-2 pitch. Swung and struck him out. At the end of 1.5, we still have no score here in NLCS Game 5 here at Jammin' Sports. We go to the bottom of the second inning. First baseman Sadahara O will lead things off for Atlanta. The Japanese import. Dave Stibe on the mound. It's up high, ball 1. Count goes to 1-0. And now the 1-0 pitch. In there for a strike. They'll even the count at 1-1. Stibe looks in. Here's the 1-1. Fouled that off. Count goes to 1-2. If there is a Game 6 and a Game 7, both those games will be back in Los Angeles. And now the 1-2 pitch. Struck him out. O goes down swinging. 1 down for the Braves here in the bottom of the second inning. And now the third baseman, Eddie Matthews, will come up for Atlanta. Here in the bottom of the second, 1 out, base is empty. In there for a strike, 0-1. The Braves don't have a hit yet, or a base runner for that matter. The count's 0-1 to Matthews. And now the 0-1 pitch. Just outside. Count goes to 1-1. And now the 1-1 pitch by Stibe. Just outside, 2-1. And now the 2-1 pitch. And that's a chopper down the line. Hodges will take it himself at first. 2 down for the Braves as Matthews grounds out to first. And now the left fielder, Ronald Acuna Jr. will come up. 2 outs, base is empty here in the bottom of the second. He hit a home run last night for the Braves. Here's the pitch. Big swing and a miss, strike 1. You always know which one's Acuna Jr. Those bright yellow shoes he wears. And now the 0-1 pitch. Up high, 1-1. And now the 1-1. And that's going to be hit sharply into right field, but Mookie Betts tracks it down and makes the play. At the end of 2 complete, we have no score. NLCS Game 5 here at Jammin' Sports. We go to the top of the third. Mookie Betts, who just made the play, the right fielder, will come up for the Dodgers. Facing Greg Maddux. Pitch by Maddux. In there for a strike, 0-1. And now the 0-1 pitch. Up high. Count goes to 1-1 to Betts. 1-1 pitch. Just inside, 2-1. Or just outside. And now the 2-1. In there for a strike. They'll even the count at 2-2. And now the 2-2 pitch. Swung and struck him out. for out number 1. One down for the Dodgers here in the top of the 3rd. Let's watch the pitches again. Now we go to the top of the Dodger order. Second baseman Jackie Robinson comes up. A bunt down the third base line. Maddox picks it up. Not in time. Jackie Robinson, an infield single on the bunt. On the bunt, not butt. On the bunt. Easy for me to say. It'll be a base hit for the Dodgers. Robinson at first base, and now Pee Wee Reese will come up. They throw to first, and Robinson's back in time. One down, runner on first. Reese at the plate. There goes Robinson down to second base. He's safe. Now the Dodgers with a runner at second as Robinson gets the stolen base. Meanwhile, the count to Reese is 1-0. The 1-0 pitch in their first strike, 1-1. And now the 1-1 pitch. Rips it foul down the line, 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. The 1-2 pitch. Count goes to 2-2 to Pee Wee Reese. 2-2 pitch. Reese down the line, but that falls foul. Count remains at 2-2. Reese back at the plate. The pitch by Maddox. Took a big swing and missed. Struck him out for out number 2. And now the catcher, Mike Piazza, will come up with 2 outs and a runner on second base. Jackie Robinson at second. Here's the pitch. Fouls it off. Count goes to 0-1. And now the 0-1 pitch in their first strike. Count quickly 0-2 to Piazza. And now the 0-2 pitch. Piazza fouls it off, stays alive. The count remains at 0-2. Oh, 2 pitch. Outside, count goes to 1-0. Well, the count goes to 1-2. 1-2 pitch. Struck him out looking for the final out. At the end of 2.5. No score here in NLCS Game 5 here at Jammin' Sports. This game is just moving right along as we go to the bottom of the 3rd. We're scoreless. And for the Braves, Johnny Logan will come up to the plate to face Dave Stibe. The pitch by Stibe. Fouls it off. And the count goes to 0-1. Oh, 1 pitch inside, 1-1. One pitch. Fouls it off. Counts at 1-2. One, 2 pitch. Up high, and the count goes to 2-2. And now the 2-2 pitch. Struck him out looking for out number 1. 4 strikeouts for Stibe now. 1 down for the Braves here in the bottom of the 3rd. And now Joe Torre, the catcher, comes up. Just outside, ball 1. Count goes to 1-0. And now the 1-0 pitch. Inside, 2-0. And now the 2-0. In their first strike, 2-1. 2 balls and a strike to Torre. One out, bases empty. The 2-1 pitch. Outside, 3-1. And now the 3-1 pitch. And that's going to be down the line. Foul ball. Counts it full at 3-2. And now the 3-2 pitch. Ball 4. And the Braves get their first base runner of the night. A one-out walk for Joe Torre. And now the second baseman, Ozzie Albies, will come up. First pitch in there for a strike. And the count goes to 0-1. One out, runner on first for the Braves. No score here in the bottom of the third inning. Dave Stibe on the mound. Here's the 0-1 pitch. In there for a strike, 0-2. Albies at the plate. The 0-2 pitch. Struck him out looking for out number 2. 5 strikeouts for Stibe. And now we go to the top of the Braves lineup. Center fielder Michael Harris will come up. 2 outs, runner on first base. That's Torre at first. The pitch by Harris, pitch by Stibe, up high. Count goes to 1-0. One-0 pitch. In there for a strike, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, runner at first base for the Braves here in the bottom of the third inning. One pitch. Outside, 2-1. I don't think Torre is going to steal with 2 outs. 2-1 pitch. Popped up into left field. Matt Kemp gets under it and makes the out. And that'll end the inning. At the end of 3 complete, we have no score here in Game 5 of the NLCS here at Jammin' Sports. We head to the top of the 4th. Center fielder Duke Snider leads things off for the Dodgers. We're still scoreless. Greg Maddux on the mound. Here's the pitch by Maddux. Outside, ball 1. And the 1-0 pitch. He went around. They'll even the count at 1-1. Again, if the Dodgers win, they advance to the World Series. Here's the 1-1. And that's sharply hit into right field. Aaron will throw it in. A leadoff single here in the top of the 4th for the Dodgers by Duke Snider. Let's watch this one again. Next up, the third baseman, Pedro Guerrero. Nobody out. Outside. Count goes to 1-0. If the Braves win, we'll have Game 6 tomorrow night. If the Dodgers win, we'll have Game 1 of the World Series tomorrow night. The 1-0 pitch. In there for a strike. They'll even the count at 1-1. 1-1 pitch. Fouls it off, 1-2. One-two pitch down low, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, or no outs, runner on first base. And now the 2-2 pitch. Fouls it off. Count remains at 2-2 to Pedro Guerrero. Two pitch. Guerrero to the shortstop, Albies. And they turn 2. Double play started by Ozzie Albies. Throws to Logan at covering the bag from short. And they throw it down to the first baseman, for the out. So the Braves turn 2. 2 outs now for the Dodgers. Nobody on base. The DH, Eddie Murray, will come up. In their first strike, 0-1. The pitcher's best friend, a double play. As the saying goes. Counts 0-1 to Murray. And now the 0-1 pitch. Down low, 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And now the 1-1 pitch.
Ball.
Inside, 2-1. And now the 2-1. Up high, the count now goes to 3-1. To Eddie Murray. 3-1 pitch. That's a strike.
Okay.
Count goes full to Murray. And now the 3-2 pitch by Maddox. Fouls it off. Murray stays alive. Count remains at 3-2. And now the 3-2 pitch. Down low. Ball 4. It'll be a 2-out walk. So Eddie Murray gets awarded first base. And now the left fielder, Matt Kemp, will come up. 2 outs, runner on first base. Pitch by Maddox. In their first strike, 0-1. Oh-1 pitch. Kemp fouls it off, and the count quickly goes to 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on first base. That's Murray. And now the 0-2 pitch by Maddox. In the dirt, 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Maddox trying to retire the side. One-two pitch. Outside, 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Kemp at the plate. Maddox on the mound. Here's the 2-2. Struck him out. At the end of 3.5, we still have no score here in Game 5 of the NLCS here at Jammin' Sports. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning here at Turner Field in Atlanta. Game 5 of the National League Championship Series. The Braves, half of the 4th inning. The Braves do not have a hit. They do have a base runner, so there's no perfect game. Strike. Chipper Jones at the plate, the DH. Count goes to 0-1. And now the pitch by Stibe. Inside, 1-1. Stibe is throwing a no-hitter, but not a perfect game. Here's the 1-1. Jones out to Kemp in left field. That one's going back. That's going to drop. A ground rule double as it bounces over the wall. So there goes the no-hitter. Nobody out, runner on second now. A chance for the Braves to score a run. Hank Aaron will come up, the right fielder. Here's the pitch. In their first strike, 0-1. Oh, 1 pitch. Fouls it off, and the count quickly goes to 0-2 to Hank Aaron. Chipper Jones at second base. Nobody out. And now the 0-2 pitch. Up high, 1-2.
1-2.
One ball, 2 strikes. The 1-2 pitch
2-2.
now goes to 2-2, as that one was outside. 2-2 pitch. Aaron takes a big swing and strikes out for out number 1. 6 strikeouts for Stibe. And now the first baseman, Sadaharu O, will come up. 1 out, runner on second base. That's Chipper Jones at second. The pitch inside, 1-0. And now the 1-0 pitch. And that's a base hit. Into left field, Kemp runs it down. And coming home and scoring is Chipper Jones from second base. An RBI single for Sadaharu O. And the Braves take a 1-0 lead. He ripped it past Guerrero at third. And the Braves take a 1-0 lead. And now the third baseman, Eddie Matthews, comes up. Outside, 1-0.
1 ball, no strike.
The Dodgers came from behind to win it 3-2 last night in the 9th inning. But the Braves take a 1-0 lead here in the 4th.
Strike. Woo.
Pitch is a strike. Count goes to 1-1 to Eddie Matthews. And now the 1-1 pitch. Big swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Count goes to 1-2. They throw to first. O's back in time. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runner at first base. Braves up 1-0 here in the bottom of the 4th inning. The 1-2 pitch. High in the air. Out to Snyder in center field. And Snyder will make the play for the second out. 2 down for the Braves now here in the bottom of the 4th inning. And now Ronald Acuna Jr. will come up, the left fielder. Two outs, runner at first base. And now the pitch by Stibe. Right up the middle. That's going to be a base hit. O's going to hold up at third base. Actually, he holds up at second base. I thought he was going for third. He went back. So it's a base hit for Matthews. And now the shortstop, Johnny Logan, will come up. Logan hits one to Guerrero, who'll throw to first for the out. At the end of 4, the Braves, off of Sadaharu O's hit RBI single, takes a 1-0 lead over the Dodgers. Here at Jammin' Sports. And welcome on back. We go to the top of the 5th inning. Game 5 of the National League Championship Series. Braves lead at 1-0. We go to the top of the 5th inning. Gil Hodges, the first baseman for the Dodgers, will lead things off. And Hodges, a base hit to lead things off into right field. So the Dodgers get a runner on first with nobody out. Mookie Betts, the right fielder, will come up. Dodgers trying to get back in this game, down 1-0. The pitch by Maddox. Up high, ball 1. Count goes to 1-0. Crowd didn't like that one. The 1-0 pitch. Fouls it off. Count goes to 1-1. They throw to first. Hodges back in time. Meanwhile, the count to Betts is 1-1. The pitch by Maddox. In there for a strike, 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Down low, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out, runner at first base. Two-two pitch. Betts rips it to first. They throw to short, covering second, and they get the double play. A 3-6-3 double play. O to Logan, back to O. And now there's 2 outs for the Dodgers and bases are empty. And now second baseman Jackie Robinson will come up. Took a big swing and miss, strike 1. Braves lead it 1-0 here in the top of the 5th inning. And the pitch by Maddox. A ground ball, and Albies fields it and makes the play. At the end of 4.5, Braves lead it 1-0. Game 5 of the NLCS here at Jammin' Sports. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. The catcher, Joe Torre, will lead things off for the Braves. Dave Stibe still on the mound for the Dodgers. Here's the pitch. Up high. Count goes to 1-0. The 1-0 pitch. He went around, and that'll even the count at 1-1. And now the 1-1 pitch by Stibe. He took a big swing and missed. Strike 2. And the count to Torrey goes to 1-2. And now the 1-2 pitch. Fouls it off. Stays alive with a 1-2 count. And now the 1-2 pitch. Up high, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out, nobody on. And now the 2-2 pitch. Fouls it off. And the count remains at 2-2. Two-two pitch. Big swing and a miss. Struck him out for out number 1. 7 strikeouts for Stibe so far tonight. But the Braves lead at 1-0. And now the second baseman, Ozzie Albies, will come up with 1 out, bases empty. Pitch by Stibe. Albies fouls it off. Count goes to 0-1. Oh, 1 pitch in there for a strike, 0-2. Want to remind everybody this is our only game tonight. No doubleheader tonight, just 1 game. Here's the 0-2. And Albies fouls it off, and the count goes to 0-2. And now the 0-2 pitch. Albies fouls it off again. Stays alive with an 0-2 count. And now the 0-2. Outside, 1-2. And now the 1-2 pitch. Albies rips it down the line, but foul. And the count remains at 1-2. Now the 1-2 pitch. Fouls it off again. Count remains at 1-2. Albies staying alive. 1 out, bases empty. And now the 1-2 pitch. Up high, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, bases empty. 2-2 pitch. Fouls it off again. Count remains at 2-2. And he swung and struck out for out number 2. 8 strikeouts for Stott. Now we go to the top of the Braves order. This will be Michael Harris. Here's the pitch.
1 ball. No
Down
strike.
low, 1-0. And now the 1-0 pitch.
Oh,
Down low, 2-0.
2-0.
And now the 2-0 pitch. Ripped right to Hodges at first base. And that'll end the inning. At the end of 5, the Braves lead it 1-0 here in Game 5 of the NLCS here at Jammin' Sports. We go to the top of the 6th. Shortstop Pee Wee Reese will lead things off for the Dodgers. The pitch by Maddox. In their first strike, 0-1. And now the 0-1 pitch. Ripped right up the middle. A base hit for Reese. The Dodgers start the 6th with a base hit. They're only down 1-0. They can get back in this game. And now the catcher, Mike Piazza, will come up. Let's watch this base hit by Reese. Mike Piazza will come up now with nobody out. Runner at first base. Pitch by Maddox. Inside, 1-0. And now the 1-0 pitch. Popped it up. Out of play. And the count goes to 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. A ground ball to Logan. They're going to try to turn 2. And they get the double play. No, he's safe at second. They do not get the double play. The lead runner, Reese, is safe at second. So just 1 out. They get Piazza out. And now Duke Snyder comes up with 1 out, runner on second base. That'll be a sacrifice. In their first strike, 0-1. The Dodgers, they can tie it up with a base hit. Snyder at the plate, the center fielder. Took a big swing and missed. Count goes to 0-2. Game 5 of the National League Championship Series. Dodgers lead the series 3-1. They can wrap it up tonight, but the Braves lead it 1-0 here in the top of the 6th. Snyder fouls it off. Count remains at 0-2. And now the 0-2 pitch. Outside, ball 1. Count goes to 1-2. One-two pitch. Fouls it off. Count remains at 1-2. 1-2 pitch. And the count goes to 2-2. That was outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. And now the 2-2. And that's going to be a foul ball. Count remains at 2-2. 2-2 pitch. And that's going to be to Matthews at third, who makes the play. 2 down. Snyder grounds out to third. Reese holds up at second base. So now Pedro Guerrero, the third baseman, will come up with 2 outs and a runner at first base. Braves lead it 1-0. Maddox on the hill. Here's the pitch. Maddox rips one down the line, and the count goes to 0-1. 0-1 pitch. It's a strike. Count goes to 0-2. And now the 0-2 pitch. 1-2. It's outside. And now the 1-2 pitch. Up high, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on second base. And now the 2-2 pitch. Rips it down the line. Oh, will take it. And touches the bag for the final out. At the end of 5 1/2, the Braves lead it 1-0 here in Game 5 of the NLCS here at Jammin' Sports. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Leading off the DH for the Braves, Chipper Jones, facing Dave Stieb in their first strike, 0-1. 0-1 pitch. Took a big swing and missed, 0-2. Stieb pitching well, but they're still losing 1-0. He's got no run support. Jones fouls it off. The count remains at 0-2. And now the 0-2 pitch. Up high, 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
1-2 pitch. Up high, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Pitch outside, 3-2. 3-2 pitch. Fouls it down the line, but it's hooking foul. Kemp can't get to it. The count is full to Chipper Jones at 3-2. We're in the bottom of the 6th inning. 3-2 pitch. Oh, that hit him. Oh, he went around. Struck him out. It doesn't matter that it hit him. He swung. 1 down for the Braves. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Hank Aaron, the right fielder, will come up. The pitch. Fouls it off, 0-1. And now the 0-1 pitch. Down low, 1-1. 1-1 pitch. Fouls it off. Count goes to 1-2 to Hank Aaron. 1 out, bases empty here in the bottom of the 6th inning. And now the 1-2 pitch. Inside, 2-2, or outside. And now the 2-2 pitch. Fouls it off. Count remains at 2-2. Two-two pitch. And he rips it down the line. Fair ball. Base hit. A 1-out single for Aaron here in the bottom of the 6th inning. So the Braves have a man aboard with 1 out. Braves lead it 1-0, trying to force a Game 6 tomorrow night. Sadahara O will come up. The pitch up high, 1-0. Steve on the mound. And now the 1-0 pitch. In their first strike, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Runner on first base. One pitch. And that's down the line, foul. And the count goes to 1-2. 1-2 pitch. Did he go around? Yes, he did. Struck him out for out number 2. 10 strikeouts for Stibe tonight. And now the third baseman, Eddie Matthews, comes up with 2 outs and a runner on first base. They throw to first, and Aaron's back in time. They throw to first again, and Hank is back. Matthews awaiting his first pitch. And here it is. Outside, 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs, runner on first base. There goes Hank. The throw to second base, not in time. So Hank Aaron still second. And the pitch count goes to 1-1 on Eddie Matthews with 2 outs. A base hit would score a run, probably. Here's the pitch. Down low, 2-1 to Matthews. Braves lead it 1-0. They'd like another run. And now the 2-1 pitch. Hits it high in the air. Mookie Betts out in right field on the warning track. Makes the play for the final out. At the end of 6 complete, the Braves still lead it 1-0 here in Game 5 of the NLCS. Here at Jammin' Sports. We go to the top of the 7th inning. Eddie Murray, the DH, will lead things off for the Dodgers. Still a 1-run game. Maddox, here's the pitch. Inside, ball 1. Iglesias and Kimbrell warming up in the bullpen for the Braves. And now the 1-0 pitch. Hit high in the air. Out to Harris in center field. Makes the play for out number 1. So Murray flies out to center. 1 down for the Dodgers here in the top of the 7th inning. And now the left fielder, Matt Kemp, will come up with 1 out, bases empty. The pitch by Maddox. In there for a strike, 0-1. And now the 0-1 pitch. Outside, 1-1. And now the 1-1 pitch. Down low, 2-1. 2 balls and a strike to Matt Kemp. 2-1 pitch. Kemp rips one into left field. It'll be a 1-out single for Kemp. So the tying runs at first base for the Dodgers. The go-ahead run will come up. Gil Hodges, the first baseman, comes up next. 1 out, runner on first. Inside, 1-0. They throw to first, but not in time. The count's 1-0 to Gil Hodges. And that's a ground ball to Logan. Will they turn 2? No, he's safe at first. They couldn't get Hodges at first base. They get the lead runner. So 2 outs for the Dodgers now. They still have a runner on first base. That'll go down as a fielder's choice. Mookie Betts, the right fielder, comes up. Here's the pitch. Betts hits one. A blooper to shallow left. And Logan makes the play for the final out. At the end of 6.5, the Braves still lead it 1-0. Game 5 of the NLCS here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to Turner Field in Atlanta. Ronald Acuna Jr., the left fielder, will lead things off for the Braves here in the bottom of the 7th. Braves lead it 1-0. Dave Stibe still on the mound for the Dodgers. in their first strike, 0-1. Gonsolin and Gratterall warming up in the bullpen for the Dodgers. Counts 0-1. 0-1 pitch. And that's a shot right to the second baseman, Robinson, who throws to first for the out. Acuna Jr. grounds out to second. One down for the Braves here in the bottom of the seventh. And now the shortstop, Johnny Logan, will come up. Here's the pitch. Down low, 0-1.
No ball. One strike.
0-1 pitch. Up the middle. It's going to be a base hit. A one-out single for Logan. So the Braves with a man aboard with one out here in the bottom of the seventh inning. And now the catcher, Joe Torre, will come to the plate. Stives still on the hill. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be, Robinson knocks it down. Everybody's going to be safe. An infield single by Joe Torre. That was a great job by Robinson to keep the ball from going into the outfield. Everybody's safe. So now the Braves with runners at first and second with one out. And I think that's it for Stibe for tonight. They're going to pull them and bring somebody else in. He only gave up one run. And coming in will be Tony Gonsolin, the new pitcher for the Dodgers. So Gonsolin will come in, and he'll be facing Ozzie Albies, the second baseman. One out, runners at first and second for the Braves here in the bottom of the seventh. First pitch, inside, ball one. Count goes to 1-0. And now the 1-0 pitch. And that's fouled off into the crowd. And the count goes to 1-1 to Ozzie Albies. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, runners at first and second. The 1-1 pitch. Big swing and a miss. And the count goes to 1-2. And now the 1-2 pitch. Fouls that one off. Count remains at 1-2. We are going to play a couple of college football games after this. Next pitch. Outside, 2-2. We'll have Ole Miss at LSU and Penn State at Oregon State for you tonight. Struck him out for out number 2. We normally do college football on Saturday, but we're going to try to get some games in this week so we don't have to play 10 games on Saturday this week. We'd like to play some Madden on Saturday if we can. So we'll do a couple of college games after the baseball game tonight. Michael Harris will come up with 2 outs. Runner at first and second. I don't talk during the college games. A ground ball to Robinson. And he gets the out. At the end of 7 complete, the Braves lead it 1-0. NLCS Game 5 here at Jammin' Sports. We go to the top of the 8th inning. If the Braves hold on and win, we'll have a Game 6 tomorrow night. If the Dodgers can come back and win, Game 1 of the World Series will be tomorrow night. Robinson, the first pitch is a strike. Count goes to 0-1. Braves lead it 1-0. Maddox has pitched a shutout so far. Inside, 1-1. Minter and Kimbrell now warming up in the bullpen for the Braves. And now the 1-1 pitch. A bunt attempt down the line. Picked up by Matthews, and he makes the out. Robinson tries to bunt aboard again. It doesn't work, as Eddie Matthews makes a fine play. One down for the Dodgers here in the top of the 8th. Shortstop Pee Wee Reese will come up. And there's a shot up the middle. It's going to be a base hit for Reese. A 1-out single. So the tying run is now aboard for the Dodgers here in the top of the 8th inning.
Now batting, the catcher, Mike Piazza.
And the catcher will come up next, Mike Piazza. 1 out with a runner on first base. Just a 1-run ball game. The Dodgers can still come back here. Piazza will come up. Here's the pitch. Outside, 1-0.
Steal.
1-0 pitch. There goes the runner. And Reese is safe at second base. So the Dodgers now have the tying run at second base with Pee Wee Reese. The go-ahead runs at the plate. A base hit would score Reese. Piazza at the plate with the count at 1-1. Did he go around? No. And the count goes to 2-1. 1 out, runner on second for the Dodgers. 2-1 the count to Piazza. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be sharply hit to Matthews. He gets the out. Reese will stay at second base. 2 down for the Dodgers as Piazza grounds out to third. And now Duke Snyder will come up, the center fielder, with 2 outs and a runner at second base. Dodgers need a base hit. The pitch by Maddox. In there for a strike, 0-1. And now the 0-1 pitch. Fouls it off, 0-2. Oh-2 pitch. Up high, 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on second base. As Pee Wee Reese at second. 1-2 pitch. Outside, 2-2. Two-two pitch. Fouls it off. Count remains at 2-2. Dodgers desperately trying to tie the game up. And now the 2-2 pitch. Fouls it off. Count remains at 2-2. And now the 2-2 pitch. And that's going to be right to Logan, who barehands it to first for the out. At the end of 7.5, the Braves lead it 1-0. Game 5 of the NLCS here at Jammin' Sports. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Julio Urias will come on to pitch for the Dodgers. The Braves are going to be looking for some insurance runs here in the bottom of the 8th. They just lead it 1-0. The Dodgers came back last night in the 9th when they were down by 1. And now the DH, Chipper Jones, will come up. Urias. And the pitch is fouled off by Jones. It'll be strike 1. Count goes to 0-1. Oh, 1 pitch. In there for a strike, 0-2. Jones is like, what? He doesn't agree. The count's 0-2 to Chipper Jones. Oh, 2 pitch. Rips it foul. Count remains at 0-2. Urias looks to home. The 0-2 pitch. Inside, 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nobody out, nobody on here in the bottom of the 8th. Braves lead it 1-0. And now the 1-2 pitch. Hit high in the air. Kemp goes back on the warning track in left field and makes the play for out number 1. So Chipper Jones will fly out to left. 1 down for the Braves. And now the right fielder, Hank Aaron, comes up with 1 out, bases empty. Urias on the mound. Hammer and Hank, he's about due. In there for a strike, 0-1. And now the 0-1 pitch. Outside, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, bases empty. The 1-1 pitch. Inside, 2-1. Two 1 pitch. Just outside, 3-1. And now the 3-1 pitch to Aaron. He fouls that one off down the right field line. Count goes full to Hank Aaron at 3-2. Three-two pitch. High in the air. Duke Snyder from center field comes over and makes the play for out number 2. 2 down for the Braves here in the bottom of the 8th. Hank Aaron flies out to center. And now the first baseman, Sadaharu O, will come up. 2 outs, bases empty. The pitch by Urias. Big swing and a miss, strike 1. And now the 0-1 pitch. Strike 2. He took a big swing. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bases empty. And now the 0-2 pitch. Inside, ball 1, count goes to 1-2. One-two pitch. Fouls it off. Count remains at 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bases empty. And now the 1-2 pitch. He swung at it, struck him out. That'll end the inning. We go to the 9th inning with the Braves up 1-0 over the Dodgers. Game 5 of the NLCS here at Javits Sports. We go to the top of the 9th. Pedro Guerrero comes up, the third baseman. The Dodgers need 1 run to extend the game, 2 runs to take the lead. Maddox, he's pitched a gem so far. Guerrero, and that may drop for a base hit. It does, all the way to the wall. Guerrero making his way to second base. A leadoff double for the Dodgers.
Now batting, the designated Eddie.
So the Dodgers with the tying run now at second base. They managed to come back last night in the 9th inning. They're trying to do it again. And I think they're going to take Maddox out. He's done for the night. Let's see who the Braves bring in this time.
Ladies and gentlemen,
A.J. Minter will come in.
Now pitching for the Braves.
I call him Santa Claus. He looks like a young Santa Claus with no gray.
Minter.
Pedro Guerrero sits at second base for the Dodgers with nobody out. Eddie Murray, the DH, will come up. He represents the go-ahead run. Murray took a big swing and missed. Strike one. A base hit would tie up the game. Oh, 1 pitch. Murray fouls it off. The count quickly 0-2. And now the 0-2 pitch. Fouls it off. Count remains at 0-2. 0-2 pitch. Down low, 1-2. Dodgers trying to mount a comeback. Nobody out. Runner on second base. That's Guerrero. The 1-2 pitch. And that's ripped right to Logan. He'll throw to first for the out. Murray grounds out to short. Guerrero stays at second base. One down for the Dodgers. Here in the top of the ninth. Matt Kemp, the left fielder, will come up. He now represents the go-ahead run. The pitch. Big swing and a miss. Strike one. Oh, 1 pitch. Up high, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Guerrero at second base for the Dodgers. Kemp at the plate. Trying to tie the game up with a base hit. The 1-1 pitch. Fouls it off. The count goes to 1-2. One-two pitch. Fouls it off again. Count remains at 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runner on second base. 1-2 pitch. Up high, 2-2. The 2-2. Down low, 3-2. Full count. Now to Matt Kemp. Natives getting restless. And now Minter, the 3-2 pitch. Ball 4, it's a walk. And now the Dodgers have runners at first and second with 1 out here in the top of the ninth. Gil Hodges, the first baseman, will come up next. Still just 1 out. Hodges pops one up into shallow left field. And Akuta Jr. comes up. They tag up? No. 2 down. And now the Dodgers are down to their last out here in the top of the ninth. Braves can wrap it up and force a game 6 tomorrow night. Mookie Betts, the right fielder, will come up. The pitch by Minter. In their first strike, 0-1. A base hit can tie up the game. And now the 0-1 pitch. Pops it up. Torrey's going to make the play. And the Braves win it. Your final score, Atlanta 1, the Dodgers nothing. We will have a game 6 tomorrow night. The Dodgers lead now 3-2. Dodgers now lead the series 3-2 with Game 6 tomorrow night. Learn more about the show. Go online to theshow.com. Once again, your final score: Atlanta 1, the Dodgers nothing. The Dodgers now lead the series 3-2. Coming up next, college football, a doubleheader for you. It'll be LSU and Ole Miss, and Penn State and Oregon State. And then tomorrow night, 8 o'clock Eastern, Game 6 of the NLCS, right here at Jammin' Sports.